Every time I get a break from school, I get down to Florida and then I'll go work with Tony Villani and XP and just get to work with some pro guys and just get the experience that some other kids can't get and get to soak up all the knowledge that they give me.
What was it like, I guess, rubbing elbows, so to say, with, arguably the greatest tight end ever to play the game?
Oh yeah, when Travis Kelce was there, it was amazing. I got to learn. He gave me some tips on how to run better routes, be smoother, and yeah, it was nice.
Are you starstruck at all around someone like that? I mean, the guy to your left was pretty famous too, and there's another coach on your staff who's in the Hall of Fame also. But is it special seeing someone like that up close?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool, but I don't think too much of it.
How about from your standpoint, Jamal? What's it like getting, to see your boy learn from some of the greats?
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. Just being able to. He said he wanted to take up football and wanted to be the best that he can be. So my job is to provide the resources and put him in the right places. And going down there when we got time off, it's a lot of pro players that come around, and that's kind of the whole point. Is to basically get them in so that they can rub elbows with some of these guys and get in those same lines and run routes or do drills. And, these guys, I did it when I was playing. I had a lot of younger kids that was there. And, sometimes it's good to pass that back down and show them what they're doing wrong or while they're working, you kind of help and coach them up in line. And it's good to put them in those groups. So it's a good thing, man. And, later on, they'll really cherish it.
How about the Tony Villani aspect? Because I think you've trained with him, Travis trains with him, and now Jazz is training with him. He's worked with everybody football wise.
He works with everybody, man. And we've been together, been together since, 2000, when I was playing and I've learned a lot, and like I said, when Jazz, wanted to get into it and wanted to learn, you just kind of go with it, so he can learn, the basics and start from the inside out and just really develop, as a player and being taught the right things, we put them around it, hopefully they'll grasp it and then, spin it and make it their own.
Jamal, you were one of the fiercest running backs in the game. Jazz is playing receiver. Whose decision is that not at Pops's position?
Man, nobody they don't want to play running back no more. You know what I'm saying? So, I had him play running back at first, and that's just to kind of learn, just learn the game, be able to take that contact, know what it's like to run behind, the trenches and be able to move quick and use your instincts and things like that. But, once he went to Chambly, they moved him to receiver immediately, but he got the hands, and he's learning the position and getting better at it or whatever. So really, man, it's just putting in the work, put in the work and everything else to take care of itself.
Jazz, your class of 2028, so you got some time, but what's the goal? Is there a school you have in mind? And is the ultimate goal to play on Sunday like your dad did?
That's definitely the ultimate goal. Right now, I'm just focused on getting to the next level, being the best that I could be, and everything else will take care of itself. I just need to work hard.
What are the practices like at Chambly when you've got, you got your coaching staff, but then you also got your dad, you got the great Ed Reed. Is it pretty crazy? Are your teammates and your friends starstruck that they got, two of the greatest Ravens of all time?
Oh yeah, I mean, so Ed Reed, he just came around this upcoming season, so we haven't really been on the practice field with him yet. We've just been in meetings and like in the classroom drawing stuff up on the board, but I'm pretty sure when we get onto the field, it's going to be intense and it's going to be a good thing to have him around.
We saw yourself and Braden with Travis. Have there been other players? You mentioned that other NFL guys are coming in. Anybody else of note that have showed up while you were there?
Oh yeah, past years when Jahmyr Gibbs, the running back from the Lions, Tank Bigsby, running back from the Jaguars, Tank Dell, the wide receiver from the Houston Texans. I mean, a lot of those guys have came around when I've been down there.
How much different, Jamal, is this for you? Because you probably didn't have this opportunity when you were Jazz's age.
Yeah, it's different, man. It's a different landscape in football, period, right? So, nowadays, we could just go work out in the backyard, get our workout on with the team or whatever. Now, these guys have three different trainers, one trainer for the skill position, one for speed and agility, one for strength and conditioning. So, it's just, it's different, and I wish I had that, back then. And I did have a little bit like Lee Haney's gym. I used to go to Lee Haney's gym, and Lee Haney was there, and just taking points and taking pointers from these people. You put them around it. Like I said, hopefully you soak it up and take in the knowledge, ask questions and things of that nature, and it'll help, make you a better player.
Last question, Jamal, as Jamal Lewis, the coach, although it's hard to separate from Jamal Lewis, the father, give everybody a scouting report for Jazz if they're not familiar with his game.
He's quick off the ball. He can beat man-to-man coverage. He got great hands, so he can catch. And honestly, he's a student of the game and becoming a student of the game. Hard worker, always willing to learn, and very coachable. So at that, he can develop from there. He got a good base, and just really we're just putting in the work and just trying to get better and better every year.